Welcome back to the Coruscant Knights podcast. Very happy to have you here again. My name is Cooper. Alongside me, as always, is Mark
Hello there.
and Jack.
Hello, everyone.
And today we've got another Star Wars character draft because we had so much fun doing it the last two times. We wanted to come and do it again for this week. This week, we're talking about the most iconic characters. We will be drafting 6 characters who we believe are the most iconic in the Star Wars franchise. We're expanding the character pool. We're not going just from the movies and the Skywalker saga now. We are going into TV shows, Clone Wars, Rebels, Ahsoka, Mandalorian, etc. Do you guys want to do the games as well or no?
Some people probably haven't played, so it might be.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
I think
so we'll just keep it at
games.
we'll just keep it at movies and TV shows.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. All right, before we begin, just a reminder, we're on social media. I don't need to say where, we're everywhere. All under at Coruscant Knights. And a big thank you to Ben and Keita, our patrons. All right, I'm gonna get up the wheel and share it on the screen. Can you guys see the
old names?
old all right, can you see the wheel here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, great. So, like I said, we're doing most iconic. This is just to see who will pick first. All right, spin the wheel. Let's see who we've got. Okay. Mark's finally drafting. Oh no, you drafted first last time, didn't you?
I think I did, yeah, on the second
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then second, let's see who we got
I
here.
don't want to be second, to be honest.
Oh. All right. Jack's getting second, and that means I will be going third.
I feel like first is not bad.
Mark, since you're going first, would you like to tell us what your team name is this week?
Yes, I will. And I think I'm gonna go with For the Republic.
Nice.
A good one.
Very good.
A nice Clone Wars reference.
That's a great Clone Wars reference. All right, Jack, what's your team name?
Well, I did a classic AI generated Star Wars, and it's Ryder Vossar.
Ryder Vossar, like that?
Yeah. Unreal.
What a name.
That's iconic already.
All right. My one is I love my name. I've gone with Fish and Snips.
Oh,
wow.
No.
Snips.
Oh, Ahsoka being done.
What a name.
Hey, I don't know. I thought it was interesting. All right. Mark, you're first in the Star Wars character draft for the most iconic characters.
Oh yeah.
Who would you like to start off with?
I think I am gonna go with Luke Skywalker.
Yep.
I think the obvious choice, along with one other character, the main protagonist.
Yep. That's a pretty solid pick.
You can't really.
Anyone can complain with that.
No.
I think get the simple ones out the way.
Yep, get the main ones right out of the way.
Yeah, get him in, Anakin Skywalker. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Yeah, not who I thought you would pick, but makes sense.
Let me say why. It's hard because technically he is Darth still, so I couldn't, and it's called the Skywalker Saga, and technically he's the main protagonist from 1 to 6, even though maybe the sequels didn't do much justice to him, but that's fine. So yeah, that's fine.
Not really.
So just out of curiosity, are we counting Anakin and Darth Vader as 2 separate characters?
Yes.
Yeah, now we will.
Okay, all right. Well, this makes I got back-to-back picks. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna get to choose my 2 characters. I'm gonna go Darth Vader. I mean,
yep.
He's the most iconic villain across any media, I reckon. So that's pretty easy. And I'm gonna go Han Solo as my second pick.
Really interesting.
I know I could have chosen a couple of characters, but I mean Han Solo, that's such a recognizable name in Star Wars, and it's such an easy one to remember as well. And I don't know, I feel like he's got his own movie, the character. He's in 5 of the 9 movies. Yeah.
I reckon even Harrison Ford as an actor makes him very iconic.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Ryder Vossar, what's your second pick?
Honestly, I was gonna go with pretty generic female protagonist. However, I'm actually gonna try and spice it up a little bit so we don't just keep, I think this person also is iconic, and I'll explain why. I know not as much as others, but Yoda.
Yeah.
You think
that was gonna be my pick.
Hear me out. I was gonna say Grogu, right? But the influence that Yoda had by everyone calling Grogu Baby Yoda for the longest time, even still to this day, just means that everyone knows who Yoda is to begin with.
Yep.
So I just think he's like the Jedi master. So it's like, well, you can't have to pick him. So yeah.
Okay.
Fair
All right.
enough.
Mark.
All right. Well, my first pick will be Princess Leia.
That
Princess
was the one I was
Leia.
thinking.
Yeah, I think we got to get the main protagonist out of the way to start with. I mean, you can't do a most iconic lineup without picking the three main characters, or a few main characters of the first movie. So I'm gonna go with Leia. My second choice, I'm kind of torn between two droids,
Ooh.
but which one should I pick? I think, honestly, I'm gonna say C-3PO.
I think that's
I
yeah.
feel like R2D2 is more of a known character, but I think just C-3PO's golden body is just, I feel like, something that's portrayed a lot with Star Wars. So in terms of most iconic, that's why I picked him over R2.
Yeah, nice.
Good choice.
All right. I'm gonna go because I'm gonna count it as all media, obviously of TV and movies, and because of the spark he made when the Empire Strikes Back came out, I'm going Boba Fett. He's
Yeah.
probably the most
Oh.
well-known bounty hunter in the whole franchise, and his influence on just fans alike, like for someone who literally had like 4 lines in the main movies, like makes
Yeah.
impact on everyone. So yeah, it has to be.
Nice. There's so many to choose from. I know. I'm trying to sort out between 3 characters who's the more. I mean, I can choose 2. Oh, and then like there's even. Oh, geez, this is tricky. Okay, simply because I think this character is more iconic in the new generation of Star
I'm gonna
Wars.
say this.
I'm gonna go Din Djarin /
Yeah.
Okay.
Mandalorian.
Not who I thought you were going to pick.
That's what I was gonna think. Yeah.
I'll do a / Mando.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's kicked off a new Star Wars age. So
Yeah.
he was the center of it. So
Mandoverse too, technically. People call
Mandoverse,
it.
yep, definitely.
That's true.
Oh,
There's so many. It's so
there are, but I'm trying to differentiate who's the better one to pick out of these 2. I'm gonna go Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering how long it would take for
I
someone to pick
hate
him.
that this character I've left out is probably gonna get taken, but
There's
what
one
can I
other
do?
thing,
What
yeah.
can I do? Obi-Wan's very iconic. He appears across
Yeah.
pretty much. He's got his own show. He's in prequels, originals, has a couple dialogue lines in the sequels. Yeah, it's just iconic. Ewan McGregor as well.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You're gonna love this one, guys. This is not my favorite characters, but Ray. No, hear me
Yeah,
out.
nah, don't worry, I know why.
Because of how much influence this character has had on Star Wars fans debating, on hating, on saying she's Mary Sue. I'm like, oh,
Oh. Yeah, don't put Skywalker there.
oh no. But I don't think you can deny the amount of influence and iconicness Ray has become.
Yeah, I was actually thinking either Ray or Kylo were probably going to be picked because simply for the Disney factor.
Mm.
As you say, Cooper, the next generation of Star Wars. But that being said, I'm not going to pick Kylo.
Obviously.
I am going to go with, I'll start with R2D2 since I was just talking about the droids.
Mhm.
And I feel like whilst he's not physically as much of an iconic character, I feel like his name itself kind of, I feel like everybody knows R2, has heard of R2D2. And I think for my second one, I reckon I'll pick Emperor Palpatine
Nice.
because let's be honest, other than Darth Vader, he's actually considered by many to be I don't know if I'd say most frightening, but one of the greatest villains of all time in cinematic history.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, if you have a title like that, I think you've got to be considered iconic.
100%. Here's another hot one, Jar Jar Binks,
Oh my God, really?
because he has made iconic in every form of TV other than like he comes into like cameos and people are like, oh, it can't be as bad as Jar Jar Binks, or oh man, Jar Jar Binks is hilarious. Like he is the comedy character. He is the pinnacle of iconic Star Wars comedy. So you have to have him in. Yep.
Okay. I'm very surprised that this character actually made it through to this pick, and I'm gonna pick them because I haven't picked. I'm going to Ahsoka Tano.
Yep.
Obviously very popular right now because of she just got a show. I think her character resonates with a lot of Star Wars fans, which is really good. And obviously Ashley Eckstein, Rosario Dawson, they've done a really nice job at portraying and sharing the Ahsoka legacy, which is great. And I think that legacy has reached a bunch of Star Wars fans. So I definitely think Ahsoka is very iconic. I'm not going to go the obvious one, which we kind of already discussed. I'm going to go Darth Maul as my last pick.
Yeah, that was going to be mine.
He just appears across a lot of media, and I think he's a lot of people's favorite character. So I think that's an appropriate pick to pick him last.
Yep. All right. Bit of a goodie again.
More than Jar Jar Binks.
No. It's actually a legit. I wouldn't say the other two aren't legit. I just iconic for different reasons than being like the pinnacle of the franchise. This one, however, I think I'm going to give a bit of context from the memes, from the design, from the look, from the voice, from a significant vocal thing that he does. And I've just made it's not going to be released, but I have been making a character interesting facts on General Grievous.
Oh,
with his this is a fine addition to my collection, to significant having 4 arms and lightsabers in the franchise and that's also how you spell it, but that's okay.
Oh, sorry. There we go.
Yep. He's just iconic for the design, for the cough, for theme, for everything. He's great character.
Imagine being iconic for having a cough.
Yeah, well, it's hilarious. It's always just awesome. Great.
Very good. All right, Mark.
All right, me. I feel like there has been a few that we didn't have enough slots for, so I'm kind of torn. I think I'm gonna go with Chewbacca.
Yep.
Again, same with R2. I feel like if anything, it's because of his name. Like I'm sure I've known many non-Star Wars fans who have heard the name Chewbacca. They know it's from Star Wars and they don't know who he is, but they've heard his name.
100%.
And so I'm going to say him for most iconic. But I did want to also, if it's all right, give an honorable mention to a non-specific character, which is just Stormtroopers. Because I feel like their armor is just so distinguished amongst just pop culture and science fiction fans. So
can we also get one honorable mention each? Because I actually have one too, and I think she deserves it. Is Padme? Because of how significant she is on literally turning. She was like the pinnacle of the Chosen One's demise, and also technically, how he ended up being. So yeah, I think she's just an influential character for a lot of other characters too. So
I'm gonna go 2 honorable mentions. First one, we mentioned Baby Yoda, so I feel like we'll put that in there. I was gonna say similar to what Mark was saying. I was gonna go the droids, just because of the voice.
Yeah,
like that.
Battle
you
droids.
Watch Clone Wars, you get used to it. It's just
funny,
so iconic,
so good.
Exactly.
Roger. How has that been everywhere? It's unreal.
Yeah. So I mean, these are really good lists. I mean, again, you can't go wrong. I look at yours, Jack, and it makes me a bit confused.
The explanation is because we never said like most influential. That could be a different one.
Yeah.
It's the most iconic, and iconic doesn't have to be for good reasons or for legitimate reasons in the franchise. It could be external, like memes, characters getting hated on, characters barely speaking but having a cool design. Boba Fett, it's all just different kind of stuff like that. I think Mark's For the Republic one. I mean, sorry, not Mark. Is probably the most. I think that would probably almost be the if you had Anakin in there, I think and Darth, that would be the pinnacle of the most influential in the movies and just general pop culture media. I feel like Coopers, you're probably a lot more of the newer kind of age of it, and mine's very random.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my way of describing
Yeah,
it.
it's a good way of looking at it.
I was just gonna say quickly, these three picks here from Mark, Leia, C3PO, R2D2. Jack, you picked them in that same order. Oh no, sorry, you did R2 and then
R2
C3PO on our last one.
Yep,
I just
I
think that's
did.
pretty funny.
That was for most good. So yep.
Most good,
There you
yeah.
go.
It was. All right. Well, that brings us to the end of another Star Wars character draft. We hope you enjoyed. And
Lots of fun.
if you're watching on YouTube, like the video, subscribe, and I'm sure we'll do more of these in the future because they're a lot of fun. And
So
yeah, we enjoy doing them.
let us know in the comments if you guys have any characters that we haven't mentioned or that aren't, to see if we missed any pinnacle ones or interesting ones, unique ones. So yeah,
Yeah, definitely. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll catch
Thank
you
you,
next
everybody.
week.
catch ya.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.